Hey, good morning. Jairam here. Welcome to Anvas Market Morning. So we have profit taking emerging in global markets after the strong gains of last few days. In fact, Nasdaq has rallied 4.7%, S&P 3.6%, and Dow 3.4% in the last three sessions. So it was only reasonable that people take some profit when uncertainties are still around. around. Weekly jobless claims came at a 52-year low, confirming a robust jobs market. The number was for 184,000, whereas expectation was for 211,000. So it's clearly improving trend in the employment situation, notwithstanding the lower NFP number. It also indicates the GDP growth in the economy. In fact, this is what Fed wanted to see, and in all likelihood, they will react not only by accelerating the taper, but also indicating, a hike of rates in the year 22. Markets will get a fresh look at inflation picture today, and there is a projection of 0.7% increase month on month, which is slightly slower than 0.9% last month, but the year-on-year number is going to be at 6.8% from 6.2 last month. So that's something which should prompt a reaction from the Fed. Then we had Chinese property developers, two of them downgraded by Fitch, and companies are in the process of restructuring while they are facing huge liquidity problem to meet their commitments. Chinese inflation also came lower at 2.3%, raising expectation of policy easing by the central bank. China has at last taken a decisive step towards arresting the unabated rise in the yuan. Banks have been ordered to increase the amount of foreign currency deposits that are held as reserves for the second time this year. This reduces the amount available for trading, making it easier for Beijing to manage the exchange rate. Reaction in yuan was quite severe, moving from 6.3450 to 6.38. It also indicates the extent to which the dollar was oversold. UK imposed restrictions due to Omicron variant, and people have been ordered to work from home, wear masks, and all those things. But this is not so severe as it was in the previous Delta variant. Although market took it a bit negatively and found it a new one-year low of 1.3161. But the currency also hit a key FIBO level and a good support level on the chart. And we see a bounce from these levels. A lot of economic data due today and next week. But analysts are actually pushing back prospects of rate hike by the Bank of England. So pound should eventually be under some selling pressure. EMs are actually still raising rates. Brazil hiked for the 7th time this year, increased to 9.25%. Poland also hiked for third time, increasing the rate by 50 basis points. Dollar is slightly on the weaker side, excepting against yuan. This is all because of the overbought position and market looking to reduce exposure ahead of key numbers and FOMC next week. As for USD INR, it's been a slow grinding up move, but been hearing of good importer demand even yesterday at higher levels also. Since we are at strong resistance band between 50 and 75, the move has been slow, and don't find the trading community buying, nor people venturing to sell when there is no indication of it reversing. So expect same tight band today also between 55 and 75 perhaps. We'll probably take fresh assessment once today's CPI is released. Thank you.
Thank you, JK. Basically, nothing much to cover. JK has already covered everything. Just to our data points that US Treasury is corrected marginally lower, and now 10-year hovering around 1.50, and US 2-year is hovering around 70 basis point. It looks like till the FOMC outcome comes, other than if there is a big surprise in CPI numbers, the yields should stay similar way. The important events such as US CPI FOMC outcome will set path for yields in these coming days. As already indicated by JK on that the reserve requirement, more reserve requirement, 200 basis point more reserve requirement for the trading in yuan, that's by 200 basis point. The similar thing had happened in the month of June, July also, and at that point of a time, currency weakened by 1.5%, not more than that. So you might expect that happening this time also, but it will not change if the overall fundamentals prevail for a yuan strength. Asian currencies are generally moving in direction of USD CNH. So CNH has weakened today. We are seeing some marginal depreciation in all Asian currencies. India 10-year yield closed at 635, unchanged from previous day, and likely to stay in the same range of 633, 638. Important to notice that with rupee weakness, we have seen some kind of a compression in 1-year forward premiums. Now, 1-year forward premiums had actually compressed by 25 basis point, and basically it was as high as 485. Now it's at 460. So good receiving on the forward premiums are also happening along with the rupee weakness. That's all. Thank you.